Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you some tips for the fall and let you know kind of as we head towards Halloween and making our homes, ready for the fall season that we utilize the power of essential oils. So I have a little visual aid that I wanted to share. So let me open that up. And I wanted to share this with you guys. Let's see if it will start from the beginning. There we go. Because my daughter is extremely excited about Halloween. And so I want to give you some tips for the fall as well as tips that you can utilize for your kids with Halloween coming up. All right. So let me make sure you can see this by moving my little icon up a little bit. So this right here, we're going to talk a little bit about spice. Oops, let me go back. Spicing up. So one of the things that you guys can do when it's warm, it's cozy, maybe it's really cold outside, is if you would like to spice up your cup. So this gives you some idea of some oils that are great. You can put really hot water and add a drop of them in there, and it can actually help you. It's just a fun way to utilize the essential oil. And so this is just a way to spice up your cup. So whether you're drinking tea, you can add these in addition, or you could just do steamed water. I like to add it to my hot cocoa as well as my apple cider. So as you can see, there's lots of different oils that you can use: cardamom, peppermint, wild orange, on guard, lavender, cassia, spearmint, ginger, and good old cinnamon. So that is awesome. Like I said, nice and cozy, especially if the weather's cold outside. Get you a nice cup of hot water or hot tea and add an essential oil with it. All right, so I'm going to also talk to you a little bit about a DIY that you can do. This one is scented pine cones. So as we get our home and our atmosphere all ready for the holiday season and having people come over, sometimes having decor in your house can add a little bit more of that feeling. And so why not add some essential oils to the mix, right? So there's different ways you can do this. I live here in Georgia, and so I can actually go out to my backyard and find lots of pine cones. And I really suggest that you treat those for bugs. And so there is recipes like washing them in your sink, and then you'll put them in your oven for a little while. And you can find that how to do that if you're going to get your own ones from the outdoors. If you buy some at the store, there are two methods you can use when starting your oil, adding your oils to your pine cones. So the first method is the spray bottle method. So you could just get your spray bottle, okay, just kind of like this, and fill it up with water and add your drops of essential oils in here to your spray bottle. Spray the cones and then leave it in a plastic bag for 24 hours and then remove and let it air dry. Okay. Method two is the shake bag. So you add the pine cones to a sealed plastic bag. You can actually drop the essential oils on the pine cones and then seal and then shake. And again, leave it for 24 hours inside the bag so that it kind of infuses. When we make pine cones for our Christmas tree, we actually put the oils on each one so that there are one or two drops on each one. So that the smell is significant. So it just depends on what you want to do, but this is a great way. You can add a bowl of them and add some gourds if you want, but this is a way to affect the atmosphere in your room and make the seasons kind of as we head into the fall change in your home. So some really good suggestions for scenting your pine cones. So good old cinnamon is great for that. Siberian fir, which is brand new from doTERRA. It's going to replace the white fir. Really great scent for that. Douglas fir is great, as well as the Holiday Joy that will be coming out on November 1st. So those are great oils to add to your pine cones if you want to have a fun craft to do. All right, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about diffuser blends and some ideas that you can have to use for your, I'm gonna move that down here, for your diffusers. So if you want to affect people's mood and clean the air and open airways, these are some amazing recipes that are available. So tangerine is now available all the time with doTERRA. So tangerine, cinnamon bark, and clove gives you kind of that fall breeze smell to your room. There's also a crisp autumn one where it's wild orange, patchouli, and clove bud. Apple pie, clove bud, cinnamon, and ginger. We have a cuddle blend, so if it's really kind of chilly outside and you want to just feel nice and warm, cinnamon, clove, and white fir. There's a fall retreat with wild orange, frankincense, and cassia, and then autumn spice with wild orange, ginger, cinnamon bark. And then, of course, there's a Thanksgiving one. And I think it's very interesting if you have the emotions book and you actually open up the emotions for all of these, ginger, cinnamon bark, coriander, and clove bud, you'll actually really make a lot of sense why those are blended together for a day of gratitude and giving back. So it's really kind of cool if you're trying to affect the emotions in the room. I really highly recommend finding the emotional properties of each of the oils, and that might make a lot of sense to you why they're having it called that particular name, as well as if that's really what you want to invoke in your room. So anyways, just some amazing recipes here for you, so you can be thinking about how you can affect your atmosphere with essential oils. Oops, let me go back. All right, so this is healthy cinnamon apple, healthy cinnamon apple cake with cinnamon oil. I put that about there twice. It should say healthy apple cake with cinnamon essential oil, but I will have to change that. If you are coming tomorrow night to my mystery shopper event, I'm going to be making this cake and you'll be able to try it out live. But this one is just an amazing, really easy recipe that's healthy for your family, where you can actually incorporate some of the essential oils inside your food so that you can have some of that health benefit as well. So anyways, if you want these recipes or whatever, pause the video and then write it down or take a screenshot when it's paused, and that way you have that for your own recipe. Okay. All right, so this one is the apple spice caramel corn. So if you're looking for holiday recipes for Halloween, here is a great way. Once one of the things we love using our essential oils, our favorite popcorn recipe is the pina colada with the lime oil and the coconut oil to popcorn. So kind of if you're bored with the old pepper, just the buttered popcorn, here's a caramel corn recipe that uses tangerine, clove, and cinnamon bark. So if you have to come and bring a holiday treat at an event, this is a great recipe for you to use. Okay, spiced caramel apple corn. All right, so this is the jack-o'-lantern spray, and you could use spray bottles just like this. So if you like to make a jack-o'-lantern and you carve your pumpkin, oftentimes you'll notice the inside of your pumpkin is a little kind of decays really quickly. So if you want the pumpkin to last a little longer, these are the oils that you need to utilize. So 10 drops of On Guard, 5 drops of Arbor Vitae, and then you could spray the carved pumpkin inside and out, and you reapply it 2 or 3 times a week to keep it fresh. So I know that sometimes we get really eager. I know in our household, and we end up making it on Monday, and trick-or-treat night isn't until Saturday, and by the time Saturday comes, it's like a shriveled mess. But I'd encourage you guys to try this recipe out and let me know in the comments how that worked out for you. Okay. All right, so this one right here, the last one of the last recipes I'm going to give you is the DIY Monster Keep Away Spray. So with holiday theme, right? Sometimes kids can become a little scared of the monsters that are outside. I know my son, who's 6, is terrified of Halloween. He had an unpleasant, scary experience with his neighbor friends, and ever since then, he has been scared of Halloween and any scary decorations. So this is just an easy recipe that you can make using a spray bottle just like this. You'll fill it up with water, and then you can add several drops of any of these oils. This one in particular has lavender in it. There's also, you can use the peace oil or even the neroli, which is super calming as well. Then they can spray the monsters away. Okay, so spray underneath the bed, in the closet, or spray them on themselves if they're pretending to be a monster, that kind of thing. So it definitely is a great way to be able to utilize that. So go ahead and make sure you make that. All right, so here are a few more, oopsie, this one totally, diffuser recipes specifically for a Halloween. Okay, so this one's done by doTERRA, and another one's called Happy Halloween Trick or Treat Diffuser Blend. So wild orange, clove, ginger, and frankincense. Okay, the other one has clove, frankincense, patchouli, and spikenard. I'm going to be doing a video in a couple of, I think probably in about a week or two, about spikenard. Because that's a newer oil for me and I want to learn a little bit more. So watch for that video shortly coming to you. All right, so here's other two diffuser recipes that you can use this the holiday season. Sleep Like the Dead. So obviously, if we want to help us sleep a little bit better, right? 20 drops of lavender, 7 drops of vetiver, and 2 drops of Roman chamomile. And you can fill it in a bottle with fractionated coconut oil. So in a roller ball. Also, the Ditch the Witch. Okay, isn't that a creative name? 9 drops of citrus bliss, 9 drops of balance, 9 drops of serenity, 9 drops of wild orange, and 9 drops of lavender. You put the oils in a 5 ml roller ball and fill the balance of the bottle with fractionated coconut oil. So that definitely will help you out with any frustration that you might have as well. So as we get into the holiday season, I just wanted to take a moment and share some quick and easy tips and things that you can do to make the fall more festive, as well as Halloween tips and tricks. Anyways, with that, I'm going to stop my share and tell you guys have a fun and safe holiday season, as this is kind of the gateway to the holiday season. So take care and we'll talk later.